All right.
That was.
All right. So
Thought it was his
obviously, I have a lot of enemies now. There are people who dislike me. Let me know how much you dislike me in the comments, because I'm being told very frequently right now. So last time, actually, yeah, I'll just say it. Last time, I sort of had a real fight and a story fight. And the story fight consisted of our friends here getting wrecked.
Boo! Get off the stage.
I got cooked well done.
What
Yeah,
did you
they
roll?
sort of.
What did you roll?
18, but that wasn't enough.
I rolled 13.
She burned.
They're going.
I'm well
in-
done. I'm ash. I'm dust. Thanos showed up and just like snapped me away.
I Thanos.
Mark, I don't feel so good.
Aww.
Don't you die on me, Jonathan.
That's kind of what I
My
did.
new husband.
Yeah,
My
right?
work husband.
We got Thanos.
Better than a
Yeah.
dwarf.
Now we gotta play with the timeline.
All right. Now, yeah.
8
So-
years later.
Someone call Captain Marvel.
All right. So, Captain Marvel, damn it! Answer. Okay. So,
Just say it.
you
just
find yourselves
recap. Just say what you did.
freezing cold in water. The tide is insane. It is rising up and down.
And we're on
You
fire.
are
very different from
very injured.
Am I burning? Am I freezing?
I'm
I'm
sure
confused.
they're passed out at this point.
Yeah. Aoda, you're the first to regain consciousness.
That was like a split
Um,
second. Like,
It's yeah. So you are kind of getting swept up in water.
Terrible waiting. Good
Yeah.
God.
So we're talking like rising and
Yes, I
falling
know, it's
water,
like,
waves hitting you across the
Would you
face.
say it's tempestuous?
Yes. Yes, quite.
Okay, so what items do you have on your person?
Shit. Like
You have
grabbed
your
everything.
Your bandor, your leather armor,
I would have my daggers. I don't know if
Your
I
daggers,
have. I
your
do
rapier,
have no idea if I have the rapier
your
on
light,
me.
your light bow gun, right?
I think you got my sword for me.
I gave it.
Really
Like
sucked
you
my
grabbed
luck.
it. Luckily you grabbed it.
Thank God.
Okay, do
I
me
would
a
have been
favor.
mad about that one. I would have
Do
left
me a
this game.
favor.
Okay, I have an idea.
I
Do
have
me
all
a
my
favor.
stuff because I
I
rolled
would've
Just
high.
all your
I
main.
have everything. Okay, I have my main shirt. We'll go with it. But is there any remnants of the ship left? Any wood? Any?
There is a large piece of wood near you.
Sweet. Okay.
awesome.
I'm gonna. Hopefully this works. As long as it's wood, I'm gonna try this.
Build boat.
No.
Roll for that.
Build boat. No.
I believe that's 3 pieces of
Let
wood
me
and
Thanos.
more.
snaps.
Any Minecraft?
It's like a Lego game.
Oh no! It has to be ground. Damn it! I can't do it.
What do you want to do?
I wanted to do the entangle to
yeah.
grab onto the log. I was like, no, I need ground.
It's
Just
not ground.
vines float to the top of the water. Like, oh, good job.
That's true. I could. Hold on. How much feet?
I mean,
Hold
technically,
on,
if wood is on the ground, it's ground. So
No,
if it's
but
wood
see,
is on the
but
water, is it
there's-
ground?
The ocean base.
Would you DM that way?
I don't know. I don't think so.
No, I can't because it has to be 20 feet. So
Yeah.
no, my idea wouldn't work. Frick. Crap.
All right.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
The bear got launched into the water, right?
Yeah.
Vandalore, speak to animal. Bear, where the fuck are you?
All right. Okay.
Because he launched into the water before it exploded.
Right.
So I'm
Help
assuming
us,
he's still
oh, Bear
conscious,
One
floating somewhere.
Kenobi.
Yeah. So, do me a favor. Armor,
I'll try and do it.
bandor, rapier, daggers, bowgun, and equipment satchel.
Okay. Though I feel that crossbow gun is like weighing me down, but we'll go with
Okay.
it.
I want you to roll a
You're gonna make me lose one of them.
dexterity
Oh.
saving throw on each item.
You're evil. You're evil. That's fucked up.
Down to the underwear.
Go do it.
Underwood gets wet.
On
It's
all
heavy.
of them,
It has to
I
individually.
can't just choose to toss the shit that I know. I'm
You can
not
toss
gonna
whatever
want.
you want to toss, but
It's not like you fail one and you're fucked. I'm guessing it's like average.
No, I'm sure I'm gonna lose
no,
everything.
no.
I'm gonna
six
lose
times,
it.
six
So
separate
it's
ones.
for every dex roll for everything. I'm going to lose something. My rolls are.
As long as you roll average high, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, because that happens in this
I
game.
don't know. Making shit up.
There you
I
go.
looked at one, so I would argue this would be from my
Bandor.
Bandor.
Okay.
So 18 plus
Yes.
my 3.
Okay, so you have your Bandor. It is secure on
it
your
was
side.
strapped on me.
You then look for
Thank
your.
you.
You're feeling around on your person for your rapier.
That's the one I
That
don't
was-
trust.
That was made for you by.
Bye.
I don't care if you lose it. I don't like you ever use it
I'll take
anyways.
another
Plus 3, 15.
Yes, you have that on your person. You check for your light crossbow.
Fuck that crossbow.
Fuck that crossbow.
Can I just get rid of the crossbow and keep my bag?
Let's see if it's on there.
16.
16, you have the crossbow. Daggers.
Nope. 6.
So
No
the,
daggers.
Hey, but you have a sword, so you know.
the daggers were on a belt,
It's my
and the
bad
belt
that
is
I want the
gone.
most of a bar.
Check to see if your leather armor got pulled off.
How does that happen?
I don't know.
Have you seen her armor?
My
It's pretty
jacket,
tight.
maybe. I would imagine my jacket.
I saw
Dungeon
Paula's cosplay.
So-
that shit's not coming up.
Okay.
Dungeons and Dragons.
We'll just say the
Spring
leather is on there. We'll say
break.
it's attached. Equipment bag. So that's all the
This is
stuff
what
like.
I'm scared of. That means I lose tune. You're gonna drown my mouse.
No. He's wrapped in your armor.
armor.
He's like
He's in my-
hiding.
He's in the bag.
Well, roll high.
I feel like this is going to turn into a sexy castaway situation.
13.
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
that?
Yeah.
I was like, you can kill my
I was
fucking
gonna say-
mouse.
All right.
It's like
So you have everything
But my
your
daggers.
belt of daggers.
before armor
my
got
silver
ripped off, I
daggers
feel like a
now.
lot else.
So-
a lot of
She
those
named
things
them
would have
all.
been ripped off.
I
But
have to actually remove them from my,
my
thing,
skin would have
right?
been ripped off.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh man.
But and you find that log and you're
My
able to check
daggers.
yourself
Before you
Um,
wreck yourself.
and make
makes me
a
so sad.
con saving throw for me because while you're flailing around, you're also
Trying.
coughing up water.
20.
Yeah. So you cough up a lot of water. I'm gonna put you at 1 HP.
Oh, that's not bad. Oh, you're gonna put me at 1 HP?
At
like
1.
I'm fucked up?
At 1. Like you're exhausted.
What the fuck was the point of the goddamn
You
dexterity
didn't
roll?
drown.
You didn't drown. Literally, you find a log, and that is all you're gonna get because everyone else is not as fortunate.
Oh man.
So,
We're dead.
Am I Ash?
let's
Am I still
go.
calling the bear? Am I still
Yeah. Let's call the bear. Let's
That
call the
bear
bear.
has fucked off.
How far
Fish,
is this
like-
speak to animals? How far does it go?
Voice. I think.
Voice.
I think it just allows her to speak with animals, but I think it's just voice.
Yeah,
And
hold on.
with all the amount of wind and everything like that, would we say 200 feet
Yes.
if she's yelling?
Yeah.
Hey, bear.
We
Yeah.
have 10 minutes with it.
Uh-huh.
You get 10 minutes with the bear.
You have 10 minutes in the round.
Yeah, there's no radius.
There's
it's just
no
her voice.
radius,
Right,
so it would just
it's
be
his
me
voice.
screaming like a maniac.
And I'm
until
gonna
someone heard
say,
something.
I'm gonna say, with all the wind and everything like that, 200 is
Okay.
about the max. The
That's not that bad.
bear is.
Bear.
Bear.
Or any animal that can hear me. This sucks.
Fish, do my bidding.
Yeah. Speaks,
Whatever that
speaks to
may
some
be.
fish.
All three of us went
Speaks
to a
to some
live photo, which
fishes.
is they're like, you hear an animal speaking somewhere? Bird or something.
You're speaking to animals and you're screaming, bear! Or whatever you're screaming. I don't know. What are you screaming?
Bear!
It's the bear. The only thing I can think of is the bear because I'm like, you can help carry things and help find people.
It's your good friend Ayodi.
I know I left you to die down there, but Althea didn't, so help me now.
We need to find Althea and your owner.
Yeah.
No screaming. All right. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't know if it worked.
Just animals. Anyone?
You're just screaming. Let's go to who wants to be next?
I mean, I
guess it
have.
would be the
I check my
order-
body. Am I Ash?
The order of.
All right.
Is
What
it still there, or is he just a floating
I'm
head?
gonna
What's your
check.
dex?
I'm gonna
How
go.
done
with-
am I? Am I
He's
medium
at
rare?
24. Shouldn't we just go?
Yeah, we'll do this way.
Yeah, that's
I
a good
wanted to. I
idea.
wanted to kind of
Okay.
share tables.
Oh,
But let's do
sorry.
Audrin here.
Oh, what am I
Um,
doing?
Okay,
Because you
so
survived next with your
How well
dexterity.
does an elk swim or a camel?
There is no way in
Mastiff?
hell you
Is there a
summoned
mastiff
it.
that can just...
There's no way you summoned it
Yes,
as fast
take
as
me
this.
to land, mastiff. My good old sea dog.
Yeah,
There's
What about a
massive-
seahorse?
a
Does it count a
massive
sea
to do-
war horse?
Maybe
Oh.
after. They
Horses
can know when
can
you
swim,
did it
but I
while
imagine
doing
if you
it.
sit on their back, they start to sink. I don't actually know. I don't know
How
the
is
laws
he
of
not
buoyancy
sinking? He's
and
in
science.
armor.
I'm in Elven
yeah.
armor though.
Oh yeah,
Trek
you're
is
like.
you.
So I'm like,
Mithril.
it's literally like a
Oh, yeah.
like a safety vest. I'm just like
All right.
stroking.
So you have
You wake up
your
like, what the fuck?
crossbow, your longsword, your shield,
Oh my
your
God.
armor, and your equipment pack. Do you have any other items that you
A lot.
find?
I'm actually.
Nothing that I
forgot I had this thing.
care about.
All right.
Let me see.
So
I
roll
stabilize whenever
for
I'm
your
running.
longsword.
Oh shit, dude.
my long
And
sword.
this is a dex.
Oh
save.
no.
Dex save.
Oh yeah. Dex plus plus 5,
no,
so
I'm
a 7.
Bye bye.
You don't have your longsword.
Well, that was a lot of good news.
Roll for your shield.
Not my shield.
Uh-oh.
You better not
plus
lose that
5,
shit.
21.
She has
You
it.
have your
You
shield.
start
It's a
floating
floating
on it. Does it
shield.
float?
You
Everyone
have
shows
your
up in front of you like.
Is it bobby enough?
Check your crossbow.
One
I know it's attached,
It's attached to me. It's a 24.
And it, by being attached, it's very well secured.
My arm is gone.
Equipment.
I got my
the
crossbow
your
back.
equipment bag.
Oh no.
It's like
stuff.
all your stuff.
I got a 1.
There goes your equipment.
You
God.
lost all of your equipment.
Not my
You had the orb brain.
equipment. not my
everything.
Not my 100
You might
feet
have
of
it.
hemp rope.
That's gone.
It was so
Okay.
useful.
bed
It's
and your
with me along
food
with
and
some
your
weird black
keys
stuff.
and your
Because
oil.
yours, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Your
still-
oil.
Oh, my oil is
I
slippery
just
now.
wanted
Don't lose your bag.
Okay, so
I
I'm
had
gonna
plans
try and
for
find.
that.
Okay, just for the sake
At least I
of
had stuff,
for the
huh?
sake of you, why don't you also roll for your money?
My
Oh,
money.
fuck.
Oh fuck you.
I don't believe in money. I
You
got a
rolled
1
away.
again.
Thank
Where have
God.
you been?
Oh,
Jeez, all right,
no.
you're going to the back of the line, mister.
Money's gone.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I'm not going to roll for your armor because it's attached.
It's attached to me.
So we'll say that that's there. Let's go. Okay, con saving throw.
Are you are you drowning? Or are you?
Go with the same die. Oh, a 2.
All right.
This die, you're definitely going to the back. You were doing so well last.
All right.
Okay, you're coming
Don't
up.
fail 3 times.
Oh, it's not-
That's the trick.
Dear
7
He's not
plus
telling you
what? Con?
Yeah.
9.
Con saving throw.
16 plus 18.
Okay, so you made it the 3rd time.
Yeah.
So you struggle for minutes to kind of find your,
Use the shield to bobby.
and then you
I'm
grab,
trying
yeah,
to
there you
stand
go.
up on the shield.
You grab
Oh,
your
man.
shield and
It's
you're
not
sort
working.
of using that to sort of create some kind of a flotation device.
Create a surface for the surface tension
I
of
was
the
gonna
water.
suffer.
Yeah, and then you're able to you suck in a
Did you hear
ton
my
of
bear
water.
calls?
You suck in a ton of water,
Suck that
Haha, I like salt water.
and
Joke's on all of you.
You
It's my
cough
favorite
up
drink.
a lot of water, just like you were just drowning for so long, and you check your
shit,
side,
Alice.
and you don't have your
fuck
sword.
off.
You don't have your equipment pack,
Dope.
but your armor is still intact, and you have your crossbow, and that's all you have. Do a perception.
My
check.
brewer supplies.
That's gone.
Everything's gone.
Did you
right
I was
now.
making beer. 8 plus
What?
what?
Have you
ever used
Perception?
this brewer
Yeah.
supply?
I mean, my
I don't know.
it's 12 is my
12.
passive.
12 is passive. I mean, everybody's gonna kind of.
my jar of eyeballs. Fuck.
Yeah, you lost.
I will find that. I cast locate item, and I make sure that the jar of eyeballs.
You don't hear anything with a 12.
Okay.
It's really loud, and there's a lot of wind noise. There's a lot of water hitting you, and honestly, all the water that you intook is giving you kind of that sort of muffled ear sound that it just sounds like everything is just flooded
What?
in your head.
What?
Let's go to this table.
What?
Where we're gonna have some people who.
Oh,
will
my
kill
pot of iron.
Me first? Sure.
Oh my god, if you
All
lost
right.
all your
Do I
shit.
see my hands?
Okay, so you
Do I
have
see
your
my
sword
hands?
Do I open
and
my
your
eyes?
sickle.
I don't have my sickle. I have
Well, the chain weapon.
knife thing.
Yeah.
That's
and
on my own.
then
I brought your shit
I have the
up.
sword, I have the bow and arrows, and I
Oh
have
my
2
God,
daggers.
shut up.
I have my back. I have the bag of tricks.
is that separate than
It's
the bag?
separate in the bag.
Okay.
Because it's my equipment bag, and then I have the bag of tricks,
Okay.
which is the animal stuff. And I think that's it.
Okay. So let's
Dope.
begin the arduous process. of
Sword.
seeing-
There goes repent.
What'd you get?
Oh no!
It's a 9.
It's gone.
Good God.
All right, the chain.
That's all.
I don't want to play this game
I'm
anymore.
losing everything, man.
The chain I don't care about.
I had a
14.
shovel.
14 you have.
Plus your dex or plus your.
Plus
It's
dex, yeah.
Dex, yeah.
Bag, equipment bag. 16.
Woo.
16 you have.
Bag
Bag
of
of
tricks. I'm really terrible, by the way, but I have good dex. 15.
Yes, you have it on.
What's the last one? Daggers.
Daggers.
10.
You have them.
Bullshit.
No, bow and arrow. Bow and arrow.
Bow and arrow.
Yeah, the bow.
Oh!
Doesn't count.
Deliverance.
Your bone arrow.
20.
Nat?
Modded.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you
Left
got
foot,
it.
Left foot. Left foot.
So
Attached to the
we
arrow.
are missing 2 longswords now. Okay. Con
We're
save.
missing the one that matters.
In a jar of eyeballs.
Con
saving
you
throw.
must find.
Oh no.
I will find you eyeballs.
Out there.
Doesn't count.
Yeah, I didn't even look at it.
Keep rolling.
I'm
17.
gonna fucking die.
17. So you are flailing and you're able to like cough up water
Jesus.
and just
Jesus, that's
But you're just like just floating. Do you want to look around at all?
Can I first ask how many
Yeah.
hit points I have?
1.
Cool. So
Everyone's
I'm not
at
dead.
1 right now. Everyone is at 1.
So I'm not Ash.
Um,
Yeah, I'll look around.
yeah, look around.
Did you hear my crazy bear calls?
That's what I'm trying to establish.
I definitely heard it. It's above 20. I'm trying to find my perception. 24.
24. Right there. So you're looking around and you hear.
Oh, really?
It wasn't good enough.
Fuck your high DCs.
No,
Yeah.
25 was to find the bear.
Did we
Oh,
go
I
up a
don't care
level?
about the bear. I'm looking for them.
Did we get experience points?
Yes.
So we're up a level or something? I feel like that'll make me
you
swim a little stronger.
Actually,
We'll do that between episodes.
You're actually you guys are going to get 5800
We'll do it between
million.
divided by you guys.
Yeah, we'll do
Just
that
the
later.
4 of you.
It's not enough to level up. We'll do that between
Yeah,
episodes.
but okay. So you are listening and looking around, and you hear
hearing
these
bear noises.
insane calls of someone making like, which is that bear, the bear calls.
I immediately hear it and I say, Aody. Start swimming towards that.
Yeah.
Smart.
And I yell out,
Longer than I succeeded.
Alfred! Adrian!
While you're calling athletics.
I'm fucking
Athletics.
drowning.
Athletics?
Athletics.
Ah, that's not my strength.
Athletics.
Where is athletics?
My bag survived, right?
15.
You
15.
have your bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's my thing?
The only thing you don't have is your daggers.
Okay.
Athletics?
Yeah, I got +0.
15.
Feel
So
it.
you're kind of swimming. You see a wave coming.
Oh, that's a wave coming.
My turn. So what do I fucking start with?
All right. So you have
I'm sorry.
really you don't have that much, right? You have your equipment pouch. You have your shoes
Yeah.
and
No shoes. You have those fucking shoes.
I swear to Christ.
is that anything else?
I mean, you know, I have my
Her
stupid
shoes
staff.
came
That's
off.
my
Yeah.
arcane
Oops.
focus. I have
You have your arcane focus.
my equipment thingy. I do
I'll say
have
you
bow
have-
and arrow and
100
longsword
feet of
even.
hemp rope.
Oh, you do. Yeah.
Because
you
I'm
do.
an elf. I have that stuff as backup.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I do remember you had the longsword too.
That'll work.
So let's
No,
roll
I
for the
don't
longsword first.
Okay.
Well, she's rolling. You said 5,800 XP?
Yeah, it's
and it's my-
2,900 times
It's my
2.
dex.
So
It's my dex. So 9.
it's a dex saving throw. So 9 for the longsword.
Yeah. Let me just fucking write this down.
So you
I
don't have
lost
You don't have the longsword,
longsword. That's fine. I don't care. Save.
but your other friends would have wanted it. Okay.
I don't
Nah.
want
And
any.
then
I
try-
just want any longsword.
your
I want my
longbow.
longsword.
Try your longbow.
Yeah.
Longbow.
I just got that thing. It was brand new.
11, 12, 13.
So you
Got
have
the
the
sticker
longbow.
on it and everything.
Mine was magical.
Let's do.
You know how much work and money went into putting that sword?
I actually have a really nice dagger that was a gift from him, but that can be in my equipment bag. I don't fucking know.
Okay. Well, you know what we'll do?
The dagger is called Defiance.
We'll, do the dagger.
Oh,
Do
yeah?
the dagger next.
Okay.
This is
13, 14, 15.
it's
You
carved
have the dagger.
in
I
dwarven.
have
For some
Defiance
reason it's
dagger. I
tied
know.
to
I
the
love
blade.
it.
Defiance.
Yeah, I love dagger.
do.
The
It's
name
actually carved
defiance.
in Dwarven and Elven on both
I
sides.
know, it's because it's
Have
a
we done
super
the
nice
longbow
gift.
yet?
We did longbow. I saved longbow, saved
Yeah.
dagger, lose longsword.
The bear just took everything. We didn't even lose it. We
There's
just
a
got
bear with
mugged.
3 long swords
Just
out
got
there.
mugged by the bear.
Let's do the equipment pack first.
Equipment.
There's a very
Equipment.
well-armed
Fuck me,
bear
it's
out
gone.
there.
Equipment's gone. It's
Oh
at
shit,
5.
she had the orb.
Oh no.
I had Stony.
Thanks, Mark.
And then
Thanks.
Bye, Stony.
Yeah, this is
so
horse shit.
roll.
That was the one you had to keep.
Roll for the stone
All right, fine.
separately.
Here goes this.
Nat fucking 1. Nat
It
1.
exploded.
It's 3 total, but
And
nat
then-
1.
You didn't think about that, did you?
Wait.
Roll for your
There.
That
roll,
was me.
roll for
Roll for
my
your money.
stupid
Roll
ass.
for your
Oh,
money.
my money now?
money.
Sort of like a
15,
magic
16.
8 ball
Yes, you
that's
have
all
your money.
waterlogged.
Well, it's
It's
fine.
like
We just
a.
lost
Keep
it.
my
And then-
money.
Roll for your boots.
My boots, my shoes.
Damn, you got hit.
Oh, nat 20, motherfucker.
She has
Boots
2
ain't
pair of
going
boots.
nowhere.
Both of them with the nat 20.
They
Shoelace.
they
They're actually
twinned
nicer.
off. She's like 4 pairs. She has 4 feet.
My bitchin' shoes I keep. You can see here bitchin'.
Okay.
I can confirm that.
Con saving throw.
Con save. Come
You
on.
made her lose the stone.
10.
Oh,
Let me
need that
con.
stuff.
Okay, let me
You
check
didn't
it
make
out.
her lose anything.
Yes, you
Con,
did.
con,
But it
con,
happened.
con, con. Con.
Could've totally
Plus
worked me a
2.
magic
Write a
12?
letter to the dice.
70% his fault.
He totally
So
could have been like,
you-
Did I save my dumb
Captain
ass life?
You feel a
Thank
tap
God.
on your foot.
No, no.
Is
It's
it stony?
You feel a tap on your foot.
All right, I look.
You see a stone falling
Okay.
right next to your foot.
I dive.
You have to
Okay.
Dive, homegirl.
How do you do that?
Athletics,
If
acrobatics.
only I had mage
something.
hand.
Oh no.
You have inspiration.
She's not the one
No,
for
I
this.
used it.
Damn it.
Yeah. So this doesn't look good. Let me check it out. Skills.
She's not the one to do this, really.
So
I
I have
know.
acrobatics.
+2? And what's your athletics?
Athletics is +1.
Yeah, so the
I can
max is
always
an 8.
I can always do Arcana.
An 8 athletics or
Do you
athletics,
have a
actually?
spell?
I
that you
can intimidate the fuck out of that
You just
stone.
mage
Do you have a
hand it?
spell or something
Do
you
you
could
have-
try?
Do
Mage
you have
hand.
anything that can boost
Probably
your
not.
speed?
I have
Or do you have mage
performance.
hand?
I have nothing that can boost my speed.
You,
No,
uh,
if you
she
don't
casts
want it,
performance
to
and
push
hacky
yourself.
sacks
You have
it
mage
back
hand.
up
I
to her.
don't
you
have
know.
mage hand. I was
Oh,
just saying that'd be a great thing to
damn.
have.
Think creatively, Jordan. Think.
I mean, I would do performance or intimidation.
Freeze it.
Performance.
It's still
Um,
gonna fall.
Let me see.
If only I had my jar of
there's
eyeballs,
prestidigitation.
this would
Let me
not matter as
see.
much.
Shocking grass. I can just hellish rebuke it.
Hellish rebuke.
Fuck you,
Exploded.
Stone. Oh, Misty Step. Let's Misty Step. Hell
All
yes.
right.
Yeah, Misty, step down.
Yes, Misty
Hold
Stepping.
your breath first.
Yeah, Misty
Okay.
steps deeper into the water.
Okay, for
Yeah.
some
She
reason.
becomes one with the water.
Yeah, no,
And
I
then
Misty
Misty step
Step.
back next turn.
I Misty Step, and then I can just swim up.
All right. So you Misty Step. You cast that spell. You Misty Step on the other side of the orb. You grab it, and then you Misty Step back. Or do you just want to swim back?
I'll swim back.
Okay. You swim back. So you actually have saved the orb.
I got my money, but my equipment and my dignity is gone.
And
No one- everybody that won?
perception check.
Perception. All right,
Yeah.
Stony. Okay. Dup, 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 dup. I forget
imagine the
my
point tone.
perception.
Yeah, right?
Okay, 15
You
then.
put like a little
15.
Yeah, not
Navigation
bad.
Device.
little diving suit on it.
You don't hear any bear calls like
Okay.
Audrey does,
I mean, I am underwater, so it makes a lot of sense.
but when you breach up with the stone in your hand,
Oh, I can do that.
you hear Audrey, Aody, Althea.
Actually, it was in this order.
Okay.
Audrin, Althea,
Actually, it was Althea, Audrey, Aody.
You know what's funny?
Check the tapes.
I do
Check
have
the
mage
tapes.
hand.
No, it's all right. Misty Step
So
saved the
whoever else
day.
Oh,
you
no.
know probably pull your
Everyone other than her had ways to get that very easily.
Yes, yes, yeah.
I'm just happy that
I think that's the first time I've used Misty Step even. Thank God I'm an elf.
See, I'm trying to get you guys to think creatively. I'm just put you guys in. I mean, come on. Like, I have to like just continually just throw these stuff at you guys so you can
Well,
try.
It's
to
like
I'm
the
only ever
equivalent of
gonna
throwing
pitch,
your
I
like
can
3-year-old
intimidate
into
it.
the deep end of the
All right.
pool. So you're like,
So
get
you
creative.
hear,
But telling them there's a chance.
There's a chance.
in a distance, like to your right.
Can I tell whose voice it is?
Yeah, you can
My
tell
manly ass
easily Delron. Yeah.
Okay, Delron. I'm like, I'm alive, whatever.
It's manly but comforting.
I got the stone, and I lost my animal friend potion. I'm pretty pissed, but
You can't see him yet.
I can buy it. I don't know. I'm just shouting into the void. I'm just shouting into the void.
And
I
I
scream
lost
out.
my shit.
Yeah, I lost all my shit,
But
basically.
my shoes are still here.
give me
Shoes!
an
Got the
athletics
shoes.
Takes
check
the shoes off.
to
Here,
swim.
oops.
Okay,
Oh.
athletics check.
Humana.
She's swimming with her shoes in her hand.
Excellent.
She
Athletics
has her
check
shoes.
is. Yeah, no, I'm wearing them, but my athletics
Yeah,
check
can you
is
just jump up
shit.
in the air?
Yeah, I might just
Turn
like.
around.
I think I'm gonna
Put your
lady in
feet
the
up.
water.
Taking care of her, taking care
Do
of
you
her
want to
Yeezys.
just float?
I don't know. It's what was it? Athletics.
Can she walk on water?
or-
She can walk on
it
water.
was
She just
athletics.
has to lift her
If,
feet
if
up.
you want to
Just
swim,
walk on water.
if you want to swim, you would have to athletics.
Okay, my
But-
athletics is 3, but if I
Just
just
push
want to
yourself
walk in
up.
If you
float,
just wanna
put yourself
float.
up
Walk
in
on the
air.
water with
okay.
winged shoes.
I'm already floating. Whatever, dude.
floating.
I'll float.
All right, so you just go and you are able to get the winged shoes to swim a little bit.
Swim for me, my
And then
pretties.
you're now basically standing or floating at sea level.
I could do that
Alright.
too. Actually, I have levitate on my
Yeah.
shit, on my thing. I'm gonna use it on myself.
And then,
Real
yeah.
quick.
Why is Misty still a fucking second
Let's
level?
go back to Aote here.
So stop screaming like an idiot. Do I shake everything off? Poor Toon is like,
Yeah.
poor little mouse.
He is just like,
Aw.
looks like a sopping wet
He's
rat.
all shaky.
He's like, and he's just standing on the thing, and he's just like literally
Should I
like
move?
on your fingertips and just like,
I move
Aw.
him to my horns because it's higher
And
away
it-
from the
it
water
just-
and you can cling to them.
yeah, he's like clinging to your cold head.
Shit.
You
That's so
feel his
funny.
little fingers just kind of gripping for all dear life.
It's like, ow.
Wait,
okay.
wouldn't he be like in his little cheese house that's kind of like a little cheese
the
boat
cheese
now?
was in the
He's just
no,
like,
the cheese is gone.
oh,
It's
the cheese is gone.
salty cheese.
No.
You can have salty cheese.
So I don't know if that cheese is necessarily still good. It's been a
Still
while.
good. Still good.
No, it was a good house. That's the point.
Not anymore.
Do I? Let me do perception. I
Well, I
guess right.
pretty
Let me
turd.
do perception.
It's been like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
If not, I have passive too, so I want
Moldy
to see what I roll.
cheese. You can do something with that.
How you make cheese?
We're gonna roll with the passive at 17.
17. With a 17, you can you hear Delron definitely at this point.
Is the how,
You kind of hear Althea, but a little farther away.
how is the waves? Are they really big, or is it like raining? Is it stormy?
It's more or less stormy. Like the
So-
the weather above you is very dark. You could tell that it's actually getting closer to night.
Yes.
The
So I am going to. Can I do 2 things?
depends on what too.
I was going to cast Lemon's Tiny Hut because I have the baseboard would count to create the bubble of protection
Sure.
over me in the maps.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I was gonna do fairy lights.
Interesting way to use it. You're gonna have to just pick one.
I'll do it in rounds. So since there's still kind of some light, I will do the hut, so I could protect myself from the crazy crashing waves and cold.
All right.
You've got a floating hut.
I'm on
She
a
has
piece of the ship,
tiny hut.
like a tiny hut.
Okay.
Tiny
It
hut.
creates
Little bitty hut.
like
It's
I don't think it'll create the full size, but it should be
Yeah.
enough for me to kind of like my head is safe, so I can kind of see.
basically like I have to sort of. I wouldn't say that like just a piece of the
Hut.
a piece of the boat
piece
is
of
probably
hut.
not enough.
Not enough.
Like, because it would literally have to be the Titanic like door. That wasn't a door; it was a proscenium arch. But
So would you say that it could hold one person or 2 people? Because
No, it could only hold
people
one.
are still arguing about this.
Oh, the stupid Titanic thing. I would imagine that
You
would.
can end this now by letting us know.
I can- the
Could
mark-
Jack have survived?
So at
That's
its,
what
at
we
its
need to
normal,
know.
At its normal, it's a 10-foot radius.
Right.
So if you want to make it smaller,
Smaller.
I would say it would make sense.
let's say it's a 5 foot and it's more of a
So
elongated
it's enough.
5 foot.
It's enough for me to kind of like keep on, like holding
Yeah.
onto the log. I'm using the log or whatever the hell piece of wood
Yeah.
it is as a base, but it's enough to shield me from the crazy waves
Yeah.
and waters.
I'm
Because
gonna
that's
say
what I
It's an
want.
umbrella.
It
It's
really
a
is.
5x5
It
umbrella.
actually allows me anything
Beach umbrella.
inside the dome is fine, regardless of the climate and weather outside of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like a force field.
Is it floating? And it's floating, sort of floating.
It's
Yeah.
as long as I'm on the wood.
No, I would say at a certain point, if there's too much weight on it.
Yeah, I don't want it for that. I want
Yeah.
to be able to I'm like, stop hitting me, water, so I can find
Yeah.
my friends.
Yeah. Okay, so good choice. You make a little tiny hut, and it. Do you want it to be an actual hut, or do you want it to be like invisible?
It would be invisible.
It is invisible.
It's invisible.
It is invisible.
Yeah.
All right.
Visible
So you can actually see that there's water hitting
Open
the
it.
sides
Yeah.
a little. It's just more like the mist is hitting the sides, but it's protecting tone and whatever stuff that you stuff in it.
Doesn't that mean we can't see you?
I could pop out, but
Hey, guys.
we also
you can
had a
see us.
massive. We also had a fucking massive like hydra thing.
And I guess we'd see
destroy.
like the water. There'd be like a.
It'd be a weird effect, but we wouldn't be able to see her.
What the hell?
She'd
Yeah.
be able to see us though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would see the see
Well,
the floating log.
I have an intention to like, the next turn to do little fairy lights so you can
Right.
see the lights.
Nice.
All right, and then we'll do Audrin. Audrin, you haven't heard anything
Excuse me.
yet.
Considered one.
I can't, not even the bear.
1-3 slot.
Okay.
'Cause I don't think you did well on your
Are
perception check.
we
Is Princess
in the
Solid
middle of?
I
the,
just said that.
so what do we
pretty
see?
much-
Does it see basically like ocean on all ends? We don't see anything in the distance.
Perception check.
Or do I
Perception check.
do a perception check? I'll do a perception. 18, no, 13, 18,
35.
18 plus perception. Which is more than that.
that. Which is a number higher than that.
I gotta find it. Okay.
What is the number?
Here we go. Perception is under skills.
It is.
Just for
Got it.
those watching. And my perception is plus 2, so 20.
20.
Yeah.
Uh,
Body 20.
Yeah. Ooh, nice, sexy. So you are looking around, and before you even see anything in the distance, you actually start hearing people shouting at each other.
I say, shut up, I'm trying to see land here, people.
So you hear Althea and Delron all screaming and yelling. And they're like, fuck.
And I'm not even listening. I'm just yelling what I lost. And
So I
what
hear my compatriots for the
Yeah.
most part.
And then, kind of in the opposite direction of your compatriots, you actually see some, like, jagged rocks in the distance. Like,
This must be
I
safe.
think these were
Yeah.
the things we were trying to avoid, actually.
yeah, some jagged rocks in the distance.
It's a good thing
And
we
it's
ran
sort
into
of
that
like-
Would you
dragon
grab onto
instead.
You're-
Yeah.
The water is pulling you in that
Well,
direction.
you want to grab
But
them,
that's
so
the
you don't wanna get
only
hit into
joking.
it.
that's
Yeah,
the
I'm
only
joking.
land I see. Nothing else would. Otherwise, we're basically.
Well, from what you
Adrift.
see, that's all
Right.
you see. And
Okay.
they jut from the water, and they form these spires and peaks.
That means that there's land somewhere nearby.
Yeah.
Or just.
And they're all
spikes.
like different sizes, and they're fairly close together. Like you would say that you might be able to. I mean,
Okay.
obviously you could swim past them, but if you slam against them,
You're dead.
yeah.
Okay. So
Ouchie.
don't necessarily want to just go in that direction. What else do I see around me? Is there flotsam and jetsam?
Let's see if there are more pieces of wreckage or what have you.
Yeah, I take a
Or any.
16 plus 2, so 18.
18. With an 18, perception looking around for anything else that's floating. You do find a crate that's floating in the water. For some reason, this is buoyant, and you're able to kind of clamp on.
I open the crate
Then it's not buoyant
and
anymore.
get in, and then just I use it as a little crate
I mean,
boat.
that's
You're gonna
actually
get water
doable.
into
Okay, I get on the crate.
I would assume it'd be very difficult to open a crate in water. I've never done it. Well, that's full disclosure. I've never opened a crate in water.
Nestor.
But
He used to
I
work
would
for the
assume-
cartels.
I would assume that you would have to have a ton of forearm strength to do it.
It's more about leverage.
Unless, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you're doing it without leverage. You're like, oh, it's just all forearm strength.
I I think I could do it. But in this case, I don't yet. I get on the crate and I start yelling back at my companions, "Crate!
Great.
Great!"
All right,
Great.
let's go over
Yeah,
here.
just great.
Let's go over here.
I
and
hear
let's,
you, but I don't see you, motherfucker.
let's go back to Delron and let's do some perceptions and stuff like that for him.
Under perception, I'm looking for Aote because I know I
Yeah.
heard her.
I also yell, "Delron, have you seen my jar of eyeballs?" You see
14 with all the
That
screaming.
might float, actually.
Yes.
Hope so.
Now everyone is screaming at each other, and in the distance you actually start to see Audrin.
Audrin, I see Audrin.
And he's floating on like
I have a good
lights?
idea to help.
you see something else that's
Right,
floating,
but I
but
don't see Aote.
it's like in another direction.
And I
have
don't
an
see
idea.
Althea.
There's some more wreckage, but that's about it.
I'll go to some of the wreckage, something that looks floatable.
Buoyant.
Yeah.
Do I see anything?
One more perception check.
I'm just gonna mage hand
Natural
everything
one.
towards me.
No, you're unlucky.
Yeah.
You're
All right,
unlucky. You
I'll,
can't find
I'll
any
swim
wreckage.
towards Audrin. I don't see
Yeah.
anyone else.
And one athletics check for me.
Natural one.
Oh, crap.
Constitution check.
Here comes the third natural one of the day. 7. That's a 9.
You get stuck on seaweed.
You're stuck. You're stuck.
You're
In the
stuck.
riptide.
I'm not gaining
So
any
the
ground.
stuck in the
riptide-
vines
yeah, you're not
that
getting
Aote
any
had
ground. The riptide
risen.
is pulling you back and forth. You suck in some water, and yeah, that's gonna be your turn. You're
yep.
sucking in water because you suck.
Jeez, dude.
Althea.
In water.
Althea crashes into
So
my bubble.
you're
Ow, what the fuck?
You're sort of floating. I
Crash
say that
into
you're on
my
the
bubble.
surface of the
Crash
water,
into
but
my
whatever you
bubble.
want to do from here is up to you.
Okay, who did I
Crash
hear?
into
Did
my
I hear Aote?
Let's see. Perception check.
I wanted to
I
crash
thought we
into
figured
the
that out
invisible
last time. I
bubble.
don't know.
You did hear Aote. Actually, you heard Delra from,
Okay.
from my what
Oh,
I
and my turn, I'll scream out to Audrin because this is the only one I see.
Well, I rolled an 18. What am I doing?
I don't know.
Trying to
You
I
find
don't
tell
know
me.
either. Yeah, I want to
What do you
find
wanna do?
somebody.
Okay,
Crash
so
into
you're
my
looking
bubble.
around.
I'm yelling crate.
Looking for people. 18. You hear Audrin screaming, "Crate, crate," or "Great, great." You're not sure. He could be talking about a city
Crate,
called
Crepes. I could be yelling
Crepes,
crepes.
Grapes or
There's a-
grapes.
Grapes. There's a lot, yeah.
Grapes.
And with an 18, you would also.
I mean, if it's perception, then it's 21.
That's even better. So you see the
log.
giant spires of the rocks in the distance, and then you also see Audrin waving on a crate.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I can see he's going towards the spikes.
Yeah,
So
and
it's
you
probably
realize
not an
that
amazing direction to go.
that's the flow of the water right
We're
now.
all going
Okay, well then
towards
I'm
the
gonna
spikes.
float out of the water in my little shoes.
Uh huh.
Yeah, I thought you were already
My
just
dome is
kind of
protecting
walking
I
around.
was kind of floating on the surface, but now I'm like, wait a minute, currents are a thing.
I think the spires will go through it.
They'd probably
Doesn't
crush
stop
it.
the environment, I don't think. It stops people, but it doesn't stop
I
the
thought it
environment.
Oh
Stop
yeah,
the
no, that's
environment.
gonna make the water go near it because the rocks are
Wouldn't
like
it just stay in one
creating-
place almost?
Don't know. It usually doesn't move. She's doing something different with it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, it's not moving. It's
I'm out
moving
of
'cause
the
it's on
water.
Right.
Yeah.
But usually it's on the ground.
You're out of the water.
I'm gonna go 30 feet out of the water and see what I see.
Okay, straight up.
Straight up.
Okay, one more perception check to kind of look around.
All right, come on, don't fuck around.
All
Oh,
creatures
nat
and
20.
objects are
It's not
barred
fucking
from
around
passing
at
through it.
all.
Okay, so you
23
probably could.
then.
She gets
All
a
right,
lay of the
23.
land.
Okay, so for some reason you see Audrin. You see Audrin on the crate. He's waving, and he's actually very close to Delron. It's just it looks like they're on either side of a wave, and Delron is kind of getting sucked into the bottom of that wave, and kind of looks like he's struggling. You see.
If only I had a hempen rope. Ocean.
You see.
Oh,
Yeah, blame
tell that
the
ocean.
Don't blame
I have
me.
an
Shame in
idea.
the ocean.
It was the ocean's fault. Okay, so then you actually see a larger piece of wood, and you see somebody, like, it looks like half of a corpse, but
Oh,
they're not
God.
quite half of a corpse, and they're floating outside of this thing. And you're like, that's weird. Why is it
hitting my
floating?
bubble? Is
Yeah.
there a dead body near me? Oh God!
Is it John?
I kicked kick away to wake.
We're gonna have
No,
troubles.
no. You're half of the course.
Oh, because my butt. Oh, my butt. Okay.
Oh, okay. So I see
Just
what.
legs.
You see my legs
Just legs
kicking?
kicking.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you see half of Aote.
You're like, oh my
Okay.
God.
All right. Well,
What
then
happened to
I-
Aote?
The good half.
Just let her.
The
I
kid.
have an
Just
idea.
let her die. She's already dead.
have
She's
a
cutting
good
half of me.
idea.
There's nothing
That's
we can
right.
do.
There's nothing we can do.
Well, I
Just cut
can't
it out.
move anymore, so since
Yeah.
I can tell it's Aote, I
But-
will eventually start going.
You
Just
after
start
follow me.
locating.
Okay, I'll just yell and be like, "You guys, look up at me!
Hey, you guys.
You're going
Um,
bad places. You're fine currently. You might be dead. Everyone, look at me!"
I'm not
All right.
dead. I'm just able to see more
Um,
without waves killing me.
Okay. And you see beyond the spires, there is looks like
Is there land?
some kind of land.
Okay,
Oh,
some
yeah,
kind of
okay.
land. What about Barebow? I rolled a 23. I don't see
He
Barebow.
made a
you
break with our
shit.
stuff.
I set that at 25
I'm gonna
Well,
do something
fuck, man.
really crazy.
Alright.
because he was swimming out.
I hope this
Stupid
works.
asshole bear. That bear's gonna die. Anyway, all right.
No.
I've shouted
and
what
you
I've
start
shouted.
seeing
That's not what I wanted to
the
do.
assorted pieces of what looks to be just the boat, and
Alright.
then
All right, I just shouted at the top of my
Yeah.
lungs. Everyone look at me and sound off. So
Sound off.
whoever the fuck is alive can do that. It's the end of my turn.
Go on.
All right. Is it how? My turn. Yes. No?
yeah.
All right. So I look up. I see her. Yeah, she's floating. So I just kind of peek out like it's me.
All right,
Ah,
we got
Almost
one.
falling off this log. Do I see how far away the land is?
One more perception check.
I'm gonna go with my passive.
Ow!
17.
Impressive.
You guys are getting to it very quickly,
Okay.
and so you are maybe
And I can only do
30
one.
seconds away from hitting the rock
and I can only do one.
at this
It's
point,
like
or one
five
minute.
turns.
No, okay.
Well, we're running out of time
rock
for this
from
shit.
rock distance from
Are
land distance.
Uh
Like if you were to measure it out.
huh. 40-minute swim.
Okay.
Everyone should just grab onto my ankle
45
and
minutes
float in the
maybe.
water, and I'll just have to.
I
do
have
stuff.
an idea.
Okay,
It
great.
requires me
Tyler.
to swim.
Just
That does.
propel the crate.
So only because I have the ability to do this a million times over. So how far away am I from the land? Not from the rocks, from the land.
There's no
From
land.
the land.
There is land.
There's land.
He just said that
There's
it
a
looks like
40-minute
land.
swim to
Oh,
land.
can swim to land.
How many from you to the land?
Yes.
Somewhere between probably like half mile.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a wave coming up at any point in time behind me? Or am I past the
Or
break
or
point?
quarter
It's
mile.
like 2,500 feet.
Yeah.
Is
for
that
that's-
closer than I?
Quarter mile is like
Is that a 40-minute
1,200
swim?
feet.
Yeah.
So quarter mile would make more sense.
Well, I don't know. That's
I,
1,200
I,
feet.
I, I don't know.
Okay.
Whatever
What are
is
you
a 40-minute
picturing?
swim.
Huh?
Like, what are you picturing?
I'm picturing by the end of this round, you guys would be at the rocks.
That's not 1,200
That's
feet.
not 1,200 feet.
Okay.
I would-
That's like
yeah.
that's like
50
6
feet.
feet.
Because
Okay.
usually rocks.
Then it's
Well,
within
usually
about
rocks
300
are
feet.
about
The rocks
like
are
a
50
block
feet
away
away.
from the land, which is I don't know how many feet a block is.
Yeah.
A mile.
Yeah.
So then what I'm going to do am I at the water break, like where the waves start kicking in, or is it before it?
The waves crash
waves
against the
crashing.
rocks.
Um,
And then on the other side of the rocks, it's more serene.
okay. And I'm in my force field bubble. You're going to laugh at me.
Okay.
We're all gonna laugh at you.
We always do.
Because I can do this,
Always do.
whether it works or fails.
Do
I don't
it.
know.
Do
She's gonna
it.
pinball
Do
through the
it.
rocks.
I really
That-
am.
yeah.
I am going to
Can
do
you just levitate?
Tasha's hideous, not Tasha's, the thunder wave,
Yeah.
which gives me 10-foot push, and I was going to use the momentum of incoming wave to help.
So you're gonna push your way using Thunder Wave
I'm gonna-
in the tiny hut to push your way or
at
to
least
maneuver
closer
around
to
to
where
closer to
everybody's
them.
at.
That's perfect. So
I
yeah,
was trying to gain more extra
So,
momentum with the
boom,
wave, but I think I'm
and-
too far out from the water break.
Should've surfed.
that makes sense to me. That makes perfect sense to me.
Next time, just try blowing up those spikes.
I can't
And-
blow up the spikes.
Why not?
And we
You were
don't
able to
necessar-
get-
You won't necessarily get hit
Next
by
time
the
just stay
spikes if you
home.
know how to control
Yeah,
yourself.
right.
And you
What do
have
you
a
mean we don't
shield.
miss?
Yeah,
Boy,
I'm
you
done
don't
with
even have
adventuring
a
after
shield.
this.
Everyone's regretting
Uh-huh.
this.
Yeah.
I'm not
Keep
following.
your shield. Hang on to the thing. Keep your shield up behind you, so if you start hitting the rock, you don't get your head hit into the sharp propelling rocks.
Oh, I think we're just gonna die. Anyway.
So non-creative.
All right. So he's just giving up.
He's just giving up. I was gonna sit here and let the wave take me around.
Audrин's like, I've been long
It's
enough.
like,
And then,
He can save
okay.
you guys with a shield.
So, you push towards Delron and Audrin, and you guys start
This is
seeing
bubble.
Weird
a
movement of water.
weird movement of water, wicking
Crazy
around the
storm.
bubble.
Yeah.
I think they could probably hear the sound.
Yeah, they definitely hear Thunderwave. It's within their range.
It sounds pretty cool underwater. Yeah.
And then
look up.
when it floats around, you can see,
I didn't see any flash.
she's
Yeah.
inside some kind of a magic bubble of some kind, and she's like trying to pull you guys
Glinda.
into this magic bubble.
I can't really put him into the bubble.
Well, but
I
you-
could get closer to them though.
yeah,
You can't put him in the bubble with you?
Nope, because when she casts it, she has to.
Okay, then it might
See
be
us.
up to Althea to save me. You should do your shield thing,
Alright.
and you got a bubble.
And
with
then-
I
her
only
in.
fit some more, the bubble breaks.
I'm just trying
So-
to get to Audrin.
okay.
Well, now I'm next to you.
Now everybody,
see you.
you're close
I
now.
pop out. Like,
Okay. All right.
Cool.
Now when
I'm
you-
confused.
Now, it looks like
It's
in
me, damn it,
just a
it's
little
me.
bit, you might be crashing against those spires.
you know, if you stand
Can I
on
see
the
the spires?
opposite,
Now you can.
if you stand the opposite
There's
of
no
me,
perception check needed.
Okay.
If you
and it's
stop-
like this turn for sure.
if you stand the
Right
if you
out,
float,
right after.
Right.
that,
if we
yeah.
could get you out of the riptide and you float up the opposite of me, and I'm the one.
I don't
to
really
the
know
back
that. I
of
don't
it.
even know what you're
Yeah.
doing. You're just like you randomly appeared next to me. I
I
have
was
no
trying
idea
to
what's going
explain
on.
it to you. I'm a bubble.
Do you tell me to go behind you?
Yes.
I don't know where you
well,
are,
you have to get you
but
out,
I'll
though. He's still
try.
stuck in the riptide.
Huh?
He's still stuck in the riptide.
Oh well, he was under the piece of the wave. He's fine
Right.
now.
She told me to go behind her. I don't understand why, but I trust her because she's Aody. So I'll try and swim behind her.
All right.
To 6, that's an 8.
Barely. Like you're getting kind of sucked back, but give me athletics or acrobatics to like grab hold, or I don't care.
13?
Yeah, you just grab hold, just
Of
barely.
what?
Of the piece of
You see
wood
my
that's
middle-
under it.
But I can't go in. She has the
You're
HUD.
No,
not
but you
going
can
in,
grab
you
the wood
grab-
under it.
There's the base of it.
There's some
that
kind of
big?
shit
Oh,
going
shit.
on.
It's
There's-
like
It's like a
From what I
person.
understand, you're like in the Titanic size of a thing. The
Of a
woman's
door.
tiny HUDs. Like,
Yeah, but you can still hold on to it. You're
she
not
made it
on
like
it.
smaller, is what I'm
You're
saying.
not on it. You're
so,
holding.
it's not the full size of the
No,
HUD?
Yeah.
and you're just holding
Alright,
on
sure.
it. So
So
you
Just,
got.
grab
just
onto
grabbing. Yeah, we have
You're
to.
the Leo in this situation.
Yeah.
You freeze to
never
death your
let,
body.
never
I'm
let
dying.
go. Never let go. So you see the three of them kind of like start congregating, but it looks like they're now rapidly being sucked towards the
Can I just mention
these
that
teeth-like
my
structures.
bubble,
hmm
nothing could go through my bubble.
Nothing can go
No
through
one
it.
is-
Right.
no.
Nothing can go
object or
through Liam.
person.
That's why I was asking if I could see the hood.
Okay, so
You're,
I
I'm,
can't go
I'm
through it.
acting as a buffer for
But
you,
They
So-
get
Visible.
but I
visible
can't help
against it.
you.
That's
Yeah.
yeah, so
That's
he,
why I was like, he got behind me. I don't
he
know.
has his shield and a floaty crate. You have an impenetrable bubble. Should I start saving this guy and like try and carry him to
I just
shore
don't
as I
know
walk
if
to
he's
shore?
gonna use his shield because he just says he doesn't know what he's doing.
I swim away.
I
I swim.
Perfect.
Can we just
Yeah.
swim?
Yeah.
I just swim
Yeah,
away.
Yeah. You
You
swim
know.
swim away
I
from it.
kind of kick with my feet.
Give
and
me a check, and then you
Just
can do
hold
what you
on
want
to
to
me
do.
because I'm gonna do
Okay.
another.
19
Fine.
plus what?
You have to go.
I don't know. It's your role.
Swimming is athletics.
Swimming athletics.
Oh, 19 plus my athletics of 6, so 25.
Okay, that's actually very good.
To be able to break out of that wave.
I
that
mean, it's
hits
just
those
waves
rocks.
in an ocean. You
Yeah.
can still swim in
With
the
those
ocean.
rocks, though, if you've ever been near those rocks, they're asshole rocks.
Sure.
That's how people get hurt.
All right. Well,
I mean, I'm trying to swim away from it,
okay.
or at
Mine
least
sucks you in.
paddle away from it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna get as
And
close
grab
to
Delron on the
I
way.
guess these two as possible without me being in harm's way of the rocks.
Okay.
Because I just walk over there in case I am needed. Because we're all just gonna start going to the shore, but I go near them to help them if I need to.
Okay. All right. You are able to swim.
I try to
away
swim
from the
towards
current.
Delron and have him double up, and we're double up kicking.
All right.
on the
So
thing.
So we're
if
all
we
in
can-
like
I'm
a
gonna.
Yeah, we're all
I'm
just
gonna
kinda
say
I'm
Dex-
barging our
Dexterity
stuff
check.
together.
if I could actually hold it together with everybody.
and then dexterity check.
I'm there to help. I have no rope
And
to save
then-
anyone, but I am there.
Much better.
It's a saving throw.
Saving throw?
Yeah.
8.
8.
9.
9. Okay.
16.
Dexterity saving throw to assist.
15, 20.
20. 16. Okay.
The little triad.
Should I
To
roll an
me,
assist?
everyone.
Yeah, you roll 2. It's a 20 and then the,
What kind of assist? Because I'm not
The
helping.
swooping,
Grandma,
your swooping
Athletics.
assist.
I go like
No,
this.
not
I
even.
pop out
Yeah,
the horn.
it's like
Grandma
a-
to
yeah.
the horn.
It's like
four?
a
Five,
it's like
maybe?
a 5, so I'm
Five.
like I'm just
have
staying.
an
I'm just
idea.
near.
So basically,
have
she
an
tries to
idea.
grab you, and she's holding onto you for dear life and trying
Are
to
we all
pull you
holding on?
away from a rock. You're going like toward, like the left of you is going towards this rock, and
My
it
left
feels like
side.
you're going to hit the side
Not
of
my
it.
left side is my best side.
I have an
And
idea. He has one corner because he has the other.
Audrin has the other corner,
And
and
then
he's
I'm with
paddling
you.
away.
Not
And
Pumping-
he's
pumping
doing
those crazy
very, very
legs.
good. You are actually very heroic here.
I have
I'm
another
heroicing.
idea.
Uh-huh.
I use an
So I
inspiration.
shift a little bit, so my legs are facing the way we want to get away from. Like
Right.
You're holding on to someone, right?
I'm holding on to him, I suppose.
As best
And you're
you
still
can.
holding on too. All right, you ready? Thunder wave to add momentum.
All right, and so right before you hit it, you just
Jesus.
boom, you hit that thunder wave.
Is it strong
And
enough to also break it? That'd be
literally,
funny.
when you hit the
Wow.
thunder wave, the bottom of what you're standing on just breaks away.
Sorry.
And then
Oh,
you
that was what I was
land,
holding on to.
and-
No, but she has you.
I'm holding
I
on to
pushed
you.
her.
very
Five.
hard.
I pushed
Well, but
us
you're holding on to
away.
him. When he like
When you get
flings off
flags
of
out,
it,
you're gonna
he pulls you down. You're like going towards the water.
Okay.
Audrey's like still holding on to his shield and holding
I
onto a
pushed you guys
crate
away
for
from
some
the
fucking
rocks.
reason.
There could
And
be a
then
volleyball on that crate.
You literally like after the thunder wave,
Give it
it
a-
like
That's what I'm saying.
you hear your shield crash against, like scrape against the thing. You're spinning and you
My heart
throw
rate's
the
going down.
crate into like towards the island, and you're totally like 200 feet away from the island. But you like throw the crate on accident.
Take that.
Althea, you're trying to like swim, like fly backwards. It's not working. Delron goes face first into the water
No.
there, and you're trying to get him up, and he's just like, and you're able to like pull him up
I'm
with
drowning.
a 5. Fucking how?
Did that or be crushed? Did you want to be crushed?
No.
There you go.
Not much I can do. I'm tapped out on everything.
Aone's like, perfect, and she's
I
just
was
floating in the
perfect.
water.
All these people were bothering me. Now I'm fine by myself.
So it's getting relatively dark, but you are on the other
Sun's
side
going
of
down,
these
big fella.
jagged rocks.
Oh, we made it.
That's what.
Cool.
Yeah, we barely made
No
it.
shit.
And
Cool.
you
Do you
see
think I would do it if we couldn't get
you
out of
see
here?
Thought you
that
like blew us up into
the
them.
water
No,
here
straight up
is
away from them.
much more mellow because all the water is smashing up against the rocks,
So just
creating
to
sort
ride
of
the waves to the
I think the
fucking
term is
sand.
flotsam here, right?
Uh-huh.
Where everything is very calm.
Don't forget about
And,
the jetsam.
Ahead of you
It's with the
lies
breakwater, so we can
a
surf
beach.
into it.
It's a rock-filled
Wave.
beach, and beyond that is a forest. And
Freedom.
You see ahead of you,
Oh my
there's
God.
some
Thank God I kept Stony.
mountains and things like that.
He gave it to you.
But you've
Yeah, I
made
did.
it, if just
you didn't
that.
realize like, you could
And
lose it.
so
I missed
for
you
that,
stuff.
guys, see you guys next week.
I think we're awesome.